Have you ever lost sight of who you are by living on autopilot? Are you ready to begin to grow in different areas of your life, but maybe don't know where to start? Well, today I'm going to give you 5 self-awareness practices that you could begin to incorporate in your life that will help you on your journey of personal growth. Hi, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here today, my name is Shanita. And on this channel, I teach individuals how to heal from their traumatic experiences, as well as give themselves permission to uncover and discover who they are so they can begin to live a life of wholeness and purpose. There was a time in my life where I used to live on autopilot, day after day, week after week, month after month, and I lost sight of who I was. I was living everyone else's purpose for my life except my own. You know, we have the tendency to lose sight of who we are when we're just living day to day, going through the motions. And we're allowing these days to become weeks and to become months. Have you ever wondered, how did I get here? Where did all the time go? Who am I? What is my purpose? If that's you, drop a comment below and let me know that you were with me. So here are 5 practices that you could begin to incorporate in your life to develop more self-awareness that will lead you to discover who you are so you can begin to live a life of wholeness and purpose. Developing self-awareness is a valuable and ongoing process. It involves introspection, reflection, and a willingness to understand oneself more deeply. So here are those 5 practices. Number 1 is reflection. Now, it's important to take time to do some reflection on yourself. Not your situation that's going on, but how that situation is having an impact on your internal self. You know, for reflection, sometimes I'll go and I'll sit at the library if it's cold outside, or I'll go sit at a park if it's warm outside. But I take the time to do that self-reflection. That way I know, okay, what's going on inside of me? Where am I at concerning the situation that I find myself living in? So that's what I want you to do, is self-reflection. You may have a quiet spot at home to do it. You may have, a quiet spot at work to do it. Maybe not on work time, but on your lunch time. Self-reflection. That is the first for self-awareness. Becoming aware of what's going on within you. Number 2, which really goes along with number 1. But number 2 is journaling. What's going on within you? What are you feeling? What are your thoughts concerning situations? What are your goals? What are your goals for maybe this month or the year? What are your goals for the next 5 years? So I want you to take time to begin to journal what's going on within you, but also, what's your aspirations? Where do you want to be a year from now? Where do you want to be even a month from now? Journal. That's number 2. Number 3, one of my favorites. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness. It's important that you live in the moment. Yes, on journaling, I did mention writing goals, but that's a month out, year out, 5 years out. But I want you to really begin to practice also living in the moment. Not just going through the motions, but living in the moment. Say, for instance, you're walking in the park. Practice mindfulness. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel beneath your feet or in your hands? Use your five senses to practice mindfulness in that moment. If you're sitting there watching a movie, don't just allow your mind to wander off. Use mindfulness to stay focused in the moment. When you're eating, practice eating mindfully. Practice slowing down when you're eating. Really begin to feel the food in your mouth. Taste the food in your mouth. Smell the food on your plate. Practice mindful eating. In every area of your life, you can begin to practice mindfulness. And one of the most important things is to begin to practice mindfulness in your relationships. You know, you don't want to just sit there and just wait for it's your turn to respond, but you want to be focused on whatever that other person is saying. You want to hear what they're saying. You want to hear what they're saying. You want to look them in the eye. You want to take in their words and begin to feel what is it they're feeling about whatever they're talking about. Practice mindfulness. And of course, there's meditation. Meditation is something you do for you. Meditation will also give you an in-depth self-awareness about you. Especially if you sit there long enough, things will begin to come up that you haven't been aware of. Meditation. Online you can find a lot of different meditations that you can begin to listen to or incorporate. I want you to figure out when do you have time to sit and meditate, first of all. How long do you have time to sit and meditate? And then find something that works for you. I do meditation in the mornings, and I don't do one thing. Let me put it this way. I very rarely do a meditation that incorporates someone talking or following someone else's voice. That doesn't sit well for me, or either that or I haven't found anybody with a nice, calming, relaxing voice. Okay, that could be it too. But for meditation, if you're going to sit alone, figure out, okay, do I need a guided meditation? Do I need a sound meditation? Do I need just nothing at all? And I could just sit with myself and meditate. So I want you to start thinking what's going to work best for you. When I'm at home, is a sound meditation. If I'm out in nature and I decide to meditate, that is actually the time where I will do a guided meditation. So I want you to begin to discover what will work for you. Hey, that meditation can go along with mindfulness. That meditation can actually go along with your reflection. Because when you meditate and you sit there long enough, things will begin to come up. That's within you. Things that you probably hidden, things you shove down, things you want to forget about, but it resides within your body. So meditation will bring things up. And that's when that journaling comes in handy. You meditate, you journal. And you write down what is coming up from within you. Number 4, seek feedback. Ask family or friends how your behavior affects them or how you come off to them. Ask them about the relationship. Ask them about things that they notice about you that you may can improve on. Ask them about your strengths and weaknesses. Seek feedback for personal growth. Don't take an offense to it, but say, I'm seeking this for personal growth on things that I need to work on. And if you ask a number of people and you see that there's this correlation, then that could be something that you could begin to work on. Now, if one person say, I don't like it because you don't give me what I want, that's different, okay? You can write that down just to be respectful. But no, that's probably not something you need to work on. So you're going to seek feedback from family, from friends, hey, maybe even your neighbors. Seek feedback. And that way, that will give you a deeper understanding and a deeper insight on how your behavior is coming off to others. And number 5, core values. What are your morals? What are your values? And I come across people who say, I don't know. I don't have a clue. I never even thought about it. Once again, that's going through those motions day after day after day, not being self-aware of who we are and what we stand for. So I want you to, if this is your first time even thinking about values and morals, I want you to do this assessment, in which I tell a lot of people to do. You get a sheet of paper. On one half, you write down all the values and morals that you learned from mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, foster parents, adoptive parents, whoever raised you, or any adult that was in your life growing up as a kid. Write down all values and morals that you've learned from them. And then I want you to circle the ones that you decide you would like to keep in your life and begin to incorporate those in your life. On the other side also, I want you to look up a list of values and morals and decide, okay, mom and dad didn't have this, but this is something I would like to incorporate in my life. Grandma and grandpa didn't have this, but this is something I would like to incorporate in my life. And you make a list of values and morals that you already have, that you learned from growing up, but also you're going to have a list of things that you want to do and incorporate in your life that you may not have seen in the past. Okay, so values and morals. So this is your list. Is only 5. There's a whole lot more things you could do to become self-aware. But this is a list of 5 to get you started on becoming more self-aware. Now, you don't have to try to do them all at one time. Pick one. Leave a comment below and let me know which one you decide on. Pick one and begin to implement it in your life. I believe in personal growth, one baby step at a time. Okay? And that way you don't become overwhelmed and then just once again go back to living in emotions. So pick one, only one, and begin to incorporate it in your life. Let me know how it goes in the comments below. Until next time.